Hello, hello, hello. Alright, I just wanted to build. I just want to chill and build. So, that's what we're gonna do. Play Ark again. I'm gonna work on my base here. Yeah, that's the thing. I know Wednesday is the normally scheduled time, and it's not happening tomorrow for reasons. So, I'm gonna do this instead. And we're not going to start in 2 minutes. We can start right now. Let's do it now. Are we ready? I think we're ready. There we go. We do have a game. The only thing I really have built still is the bed to log out in. That I don't even really need. This is fine. All right. Let's do this. Let's see what we got here. Let me make sure I have the sounds on. I think I have the sounds on. Yeah, I got sounds on. We're good. We are good. Let's do that then. Okay. Tomorrow begins the Love Ascended Valentine's event. Okay, I am hearing sound. I just turned most of the sounds off. I'm like, wait a minute. I'm not hearing sounds. Okay. It begins the Love Ascended event. And there's some skins that I want for different outfits and stuff. So I'm going to turn on another server. And then see about getting some of that stuff. All right. So I redid a lot of this building here. I'm not quite done yet. Last time I was building, I extended this out. It was only one square out, and I extended it out an extra square. And I get it. I know there's a thing here. But anyway, the whole build was just enclosing these ruins. It just started as one thing and then became another thing. Basically, it wasn't possible to like recreate the ruins, so I tried to kind of preserve the ruins in a way that was respectful of the space and still look like it kind of belonged there. So I kind of built just around it. I'm kind of deciding and trying to figure out how I want to organize setting up the rest of the base. I need like a workshop area, like a little living space, and a kitchen and a nursery and things like that. So I kind of just have to try and plan that out. And that's what I've been humming and hawing over. Let me see if I can do something about the performance here. And I'm going to do... I don't need to get rid of the clouds. I mean, the fog. I got rid of the fog with a server setting. So just baseline fog removal, and it will help with performance for everybody and anybody that's logging in. So I'll get rid of the clouds because that will also help with server performance. And when I built here on my lovely sanctuary cherry blossom tree island that I claimed, it didn't realize that at some point in an update, Bro would add a giant snake over here that starts moving at some point, and it's kind of distracting. Bro kind of ruined my view. Yeah. So anyway. Yeah. So here we are. Here we are. Do you know what there is no wall there underneath there? I wonder if I can actually put a wall there. Let me see if I can do that. For completionist's sake. I don't think I can though. I don't think it will let me. Yeah, it won't let me under there. I think there's just too much of the map terrain itself right there that I won't be able to do it there. It'll let me do it everywhere but there around it. Like, I don't want it there, obviously. But if I could do that one spot right there, then it would look like this wall here had a wall underneath that. But it doesn't. So, alright. We're fine. It'll be fine without it. It's okay. see what we got. All right. Okay, so what do I want to turn this into? This feels like, because I have all of my terminals here and I have all of my dinosaurs in here organized. That light doesn't work anymore. So I can't remove that light or then I won't have a light at all. Okay. Well, yeah. So I've got my terminals in here. So I kind of feel like this is best for being the nursery, but it just feels like a weird place. I could always move my terminals. That's no big deal. But I wanted to keep this much glass in this build as possible because it makes the light. It helps with the light. And make sure there's light coming in all the time. You know what I mean? So, that's the point of that. So let's see what we got. Okay. This was my workshop and kitchen, and it still makes sense to kind of have the kitchen here because that's the greenhouse. And I know the greenhouse is going to go there. I'm still deciding on how I want to paint the floors, though. If I want to paint the floors, maybe I'll look at the plots, the crops, and put some crops down. Some plots, anyway, and see how much of that's going to be how much of that's going to cover it. And if it covers all of that, then I won't need to worry about painting the ground. Because it'll just be fine. So let's go with that first. If I can't do that. Open that door first. Okay. All right. I want to make sure I'm putting this in here. I think the problem I had before was it go through the walls out there. I don't necessarily really want to see it. You know, though, oh, you know what? Hold on a second. I think, let's change this gun to pickup. Perfect. And let's pick these up. I believe I may have more options. These are just vanilla crop plots. So I think I'm going to have more options if I use the modded ones. So let me find out. Let me get the converter. And put the converter down. And see if I can convert these. What the? It's got such a weird snapping point. Okay. Awesome. Look at that. Well, let's see. Maybe, I'm hoping, with the old mod on ASE, it used to be that when you did the crop plots like that, you had different options. So I'm hoping that there will be options. You know what I mean? Hoping that there will be options for that. And we'll see. If it gives me options, it's better because I don't really necessarily like the way that the wood looks. If there are no options with this one, I may need to look at one of the other mods and see if there's some crop stuff. Oh, this is so free place. Oh. Let me snap it. Nope, don't snap like that. Why would you snap like that? Okay. Let's see. Do you have options here? Oh, I should have actually looked and seen if there was options when I was placing it down. Let me do that. Let me see if it's an option when I place it down. To change the look of it, there's not. But there's 20 snapping points. Yikes. I see how that could definitely be a very used function. 20 snapping points for one tile is weird. But I guess it's better to have options. So I'll just leave that at that. Okay. All right. Well, okay. Let's see what I have for crops in here. Maybe there's another mod. Okay. I'm not using the modern mod for this, just in case. And I'm not going to use Klinger's mod either. Crop plots for outdoor decor mod. Yes. So this is good. Oh, tech crop plots. Okay. And that's only in the ATJ structure smithy. Ugh, I don't want to use modded ones. The reason why I want to try and not use the modded ones is because I believe that there's a certain amount of functionality in the terminals and in the base ones. So I may end up just doing what I did before and skinning my plots. I'll do that real quick. Yeah. I think I'm going to like that better. And if that's the case, I think what's going to happen is you're not going to be able to see the wood if I skin them. So I'm not going to worry about the wood. I'm just going to worry about it like sticking through the wall and looking weird. Because who wants the thing to stick through the wall? It's kind of really weird. And that's a walkway, so I'm going to use small ones on there. Weird. Can you act normal? Can you just act normal, Ark? The snapping points. Just act like you belong in the world. Just bear with me for one moment, please. I love Ark. Okay, small ones. Oh, hello. I wish there was an option to turn off that. I'm stuck. And I'm unstuck. Wow. That's very fun when that happens. I'm still hoping for a way to remove that as a thing that happens. Come on, you can do it. Okay. Now, if I'm not mistaken... Oh, that's not what I'm looking for. I'm not looking for engrams. I'm looking for skins, cosmetics. What does this say? Custom cosmetics available. Okay, and I can't see anything. Clay pot, because they have not updated this. The icon fix. I love it. Stone. I don't remember what the ones are with. Metal. I think it was metal. I have to apply this before I put them down. Oh, okie dokie. Okie dokie. Let's go pull them back up. It's fine. No problem. They changed the way it works. It used to be that once you put them down, then you put the skin on top of it. But now you place the skin before, and then you place the item. So they changed how it works, which is just fine. It'll be okay. It's just Ark being Ark. and the devs put out an update that changes the basic functionality of the game, and then you got to figure out how everything works again, which is so fun. Oh, hi! I didn't get an alert. Oh my gosh. Hello, hello. We're playing Ark Ascended. It is a survival game with a lot of building and dinosaurs and other sort of creatures that are not necessarily dinosaurs, but like I love them. So it makes it kind of like a pretty horror-esque game if you're starting out and you're in the dark and you're trying to survive and then you have a dinosaur breathing down your neck, basically. I love it. It's got a lot of building, and this is the remastered. It can be a lot of fun. It can be. But it can be very frustrating because there's a lot of bugs, and they remastered it in UA5. It used to be Ark Survival Evolved, and then the remaster in the new engine is Ark Survival Ascended, because it's fancy now. And they changed a lot of the mechanics, but it's basically mostly the same buggy game, but it's prettier and it's more intense on your computer, and they yeah. Yeah. So one of the biggest changes. Yes, it's. Oh, well, hi, C. Thank you for letting me know. It's okay. I hope you feel better soon. Yeah, it is kind of like No Man's Sky. There is a lot of building. It's a lot more free building than No Man's Sky. But it's really basic. It's really cut and dry. It is just dinosaurs and other kind of prehistoric creatures. And there's a lot of fantasy creatures that they add depending on the map, and depending on where you're playing, what kind of map you're playing. Because each map or arc has a different experience. So, the basic one in the story kind of starts out and it's just an island and you're just like, oh, where am I? What am I doing here? And you just try and figure that out. And as you play through the very loose story, and there really isn't a story per se. There's a bunch of scattered notes that you can find, and you tame different dinosaurs and bring them home, and you use them kind of as you progress through the game. So instead of you can work through different levels of technology. So you start out with just stone and flint, and then you move into you start out with wood and thatch, and then you move into stone, and then you move into metal, and then you move into high-tech stuff. And as you progress through those levels, you do get better weapons, but basically, you as a person are never going to be able to 1v1 a dinosaur if it's a big predator, like a T-Rex or a Giga or something like that. So you need other dinosaurs to help you, basically. And so all of the bosses are basically set up so that you have to tame an army of different dinosaurs so that you can bring them along to beat at boss fights. And so each different dinosaur has a different purpose and a different use. And so some dinosaurs are going to be really good if you want to just keep them at your base to help. I'll often have a beetle, a giant dung beetle at my base, because it will eat the poop from other animals and it will give me fertilizer, so then I can use the fertilizer for my crops. So sometimes I'll have a monkey because it poops a lot. And then the dung beetle will eat that, and then I can use it for my crops. But then, for boss fights, you're going to want a T-Rex. If you want something a little faster, you might want to run on, you might want to use a raptor as a mount and run around on that. I really prefer a giant cat called a Thyla. But there's all kinds of really cute, cuddly dinosaurs. I call them old dinosaurs by default just because. But there's little tiny little babies that you can tame. and they're not really babies, but I call them babies because I like to cuddle them. And they have purposes too, because there's some underground cave biomes in a lot of the different arcs. And so you're super deep underground. Oh yeah, right, a raptor. Girl, my dream. Okay, I have to show you my favorite is the Thylacoleo. It is fantastic. It's a giant cat, and it is my favorite baby of all time. They are faster than raptors, and they actually climb. And then when you're jumping around, they have less fall damage. So each dinosaur has its purposes. I run a bunch of different mods on here to add extra dinosaurs. So like I have griffins on here because I really love griffins too, and you can ride them. So they're really good for aerial combat. So yes, you can actually, fight dinosaurs that fly, ride and tame dinosaurs that fly. You can, it's fantastic. Raptors aren't necessarily like the strongest dinosaur here. They're pretty weak overall, but I just love them so much. I generally end up with like a collection of different raptors, like Gigantoraptors, Utahraptors, little feather raptors, Microraptors. I don't know if it's obvious, but I kind of really like dinosaurs a lot. So, anyway, back to them. Yeah, so it's really different than No Man's Sky in that regard. It is full exploration, open world, but it's only on one map. So with No Man's Sky, you can go to different planets, and it's completely rendered, and it can be completely random. But in Ark, it's nothing is random about the map itself that you're playing on. Each map is static, and so it's static. The random elements in Ark is basically the randomness that you're going to encounter is going to be the randomness of what dinosaurs at any given place you're going to encounter. That's the randomness in this game. The rest of it isn't really random. So So it's kind of like No Man's Sky in that regard. Like you can explore an open world, and you can fish. The taming is way more in depth in this game than No Man's Sky is. Completely. Because each dinosaur takes a different way to tame. Like one of the modded creatures I have on here is a Moro Rex and a Mororaptor, inspired by the Jurassic Park Mororex and Mororaptor that were created. So this modder absolutely fell in love with them from the movie, and he decided to rig up a model for the Mororex and Mororaptor and created it for in-game. So you can actually tame them in the wild, but if you can't tame them in the wild, you can recreate a lab with this mod, and you can collect DNA from different dinosaurs, and you can actually grow your own Mororaptor or Mororex egg and hatch it and then raise your own. The taming on that raptor, sneaky. It was very tricky. That one in particular, because a lot of the dinosaurs, you have to knock them out. So you have to have tranquilizer darts or tranquilizer arrows. I prefer crossbow because I can fire it underwater. And that way, if I'm trying to tame something that's an underwater dinosaur, I don't have to switch between a gun and a crossbow or a bow and arrow. I just go with crossbow, period. It's just my preference. Everybody has a preference. It's fine. Because there's water tames as well. So, I have a giant Tuso, which is a giant squid, and she is my favorite. But yeah, each dinosaur has a different way of taming it, which makes it really, you have to learn a lot in order to do it. Some of them are passive tames. You can just have food on your hotbar and you can feed them, and then they will love you and maybe come home with you. Different dinosaurs will give you different buffs, but like the Mororaptor, for example, you can KO that raptor, but you have to pay attention because it will blink its eyes a certain way and it will wake up because it pretends to be asleep, and if you don't leave it within a certain radius, it will wake up and kill you. So you have to watch its behavior as you think it's KO'd because it's actually pretending to sleep. I found this out one day the hard way, and it was pretending to sleep. And I was like, oh, we're going to get it. We're going to tame it. I was so excited. That lovely lady murdered me multiple times. You have to, like, there's a couple of things you just have to get over. You have to get over the fact that, like, you're just going to die in this game. Like, it's just going to happen. Starting out in this game, one of the first times I was playing, I was back on the island, which is the basic map. And when it gets dark in Ark, it's really dark and you can't see anything. And when you just like build your little stupid thatch hut and you're on the beach and you're like, hell yeah, I made it through my first day. It's my first night. It's terrifying out there, but we did it. We got a thatch hut up. We're good. We've got it. And you go out there to farm something, to grab a resource or anything in the dark, and you accidentally punch your first passive dino. And it's wild. But it's a passive dinosaur, so it's not going to like attack you on sight, like a Stegosaurus or a Trike or a Bronto. Like, they're not going to attack you when they see you. But if you hit them first, all bets are off. They'll turn on you and, they'll kill you. Depending on their level. You just need to know when to run, basically, is a lot of this. So that, like, I cannot, like... It's so intense and it's so immersive because, like, that first night on the beach, you got your hut up, you're so excited, you walk outside, you accidentally punch a Bronto, in my case, and that Bronto tail swiped and just knocked my entire base gone, smithereens. And I was like, I just had to Alt F4. I was crying. I was like, no. But I wasn't gonna let this game beat me. So this game has brought me over close to 5,000 hours of all sorts of emotions. But I absolutely, like, I know I'm supposed to be building right now, but I'm just so excited talking about some of this stuff. I think maybe I'm just going to put everything away and I'm going to grab a Thyla and we'll go on a little adventure. How about we do that instead? Because I can build another time, right? Building is fun. I'm going to put all my building pieces up now. I just need to go get one of my babies and just go take a ride. Oopsies, I just put one of my tools up. I don't want that there, I don't want that there. I gotta go grab my tool. It's gonna be all the way at the bottom, though, of this thing. Yeah, let's just go on an adventure instead. Let's just do that. Let's have fun. You wanna do that? Maybe we'll go tame something. No reason to be sorry. No. Not at all. No. Let's go do it. Let's go have some fun. Okay. So you see these blank spaces? Like this right here. There's an icon missing. Wildcard recently did an update. And when they did the update, they pushed something that broke some of the mods. And not all of the mods have updated yet. And so when they do update, I assume that after they do update, we'll get icons back. But that's just Ark being Ark, basically. And there isn't really anything that you can do about it. You just basically have to be like, wow, I love this game so much, I'm willing to put up with it. And if you've ever played Fallout 76, you're golden. I played Ark before Fallout, so I was completely prepared. The developers Wildcard, and they do mean well, but they were bought out by Snail Games, and Snail Games has made some not awesome decisions, I will say. That's probably the biggest problem. Is so when it was ASE still, they promised that there would be an update for free of the updated game, and it would be the remaster in UE5. And they literally, like, the game devs and the head of all of Wildcard was like, yeah, this is going to be free. Everybody's going to get this update. And Snail Games decided that no, that wasn't going to actually happen. Oh, I put my fucking spyglass up too. I want to keep my spyglass though. I need that. Now let's guess the blank icon for the game, for the item. Or did I already put it on there? I already did put it on there because it's blank and I can't see it. Oh my God. An albino Tuso. Do we want to go water taming too? Let's just go on a super adventure. So when Snail Games bought Wildcard, and then after Wildcard promised that it would be a free update, Snail Games was like, LOL, no. And Snail Games was having quite a bit of a financial issue. And so they decided to, I don't even know how to put this, try and squeeze every penny out of their loyal fan base for everything they could. So they signed an exclusivity contract with Nitrado server hosts, with CurseForge Gaming, and various other instances. So, yes, always the way. So now you no longer can get your mods for this game on Steam. You have to go through CurseForge. That's fine, I guess, but the problem is that there's also the option for people to put out paid mods. So now they can put a mod out on the market and people have to pay. So I run my own servers, and that brings me back to like the server hosting of Nitrado. I do not use a server host. I host on a computer in the other room. So I self-host. I code it, I run it myself, I go through all the processes myself. I don't want to rely on another server. And I don't want to pay them either. So when they signed that exclusivity with Nitrado, a lot of people were very upset. Thankfully, that was reverted enough where you can host your own private unofficial servers. But that also dovetails in with any paid mods. So anybody that wants a paid mod, every single person that wants to play on that server has to buy every single mod, which can be pretty problematic because you've already purchased this game. And so then to go ahead and be like, oh, yeah, just throw down another $10 for a skin to slap on something. I completely support the modders. There's some great modders, and they have made this game what it is. In fact, the quality of life mods that ASE had, they actually hired some of those people to work for them in ASA to change and just streamline a lot of that stuff that the modding did, so that they could just keep it as basic quality of life stuff. So like all of the building, it used to be you had to build a wall and a door and a half wall and a window, all as separate pieces. But now the way the build menu is, when you pull up a wall piece, you have the option of choosing, is it going to be a wall? Is it going to be a door? Is it going to be a window? Stuff like that. Okay, let me not get too distracted. We'll go on an adventure. Oh, I got to get my babies out, though. These are my babies. And miscellaneous stuff that I just threw in here when I didn't want to worry about organizing it, because that is just the way it goes. But I don't even have a trough down. So I'm not going to bring out all of my babies. Okay, there's my girl. And there is my water girl. Where's my flying girl? So it's basically, you have to it runs a lot smoother than the other Ark did. I will say that. It's a lot easier to run the servers. It's a lot easier for me to code it. It's a lot easier for me to do everything, basically. It used to take like an hour just to start up one of the old Ark servers. And I wish I was kidding. 100% not kidding. It used to be so resource intensive. I could barely run one server, but the way that it's set up now, and it is actually smoother, it takes me 2 minutes to start up a server. I hit start, the whole thing will wind up and start, and it'll be ready to go in 2 minutes instead of an hour. So it's a huge difference in that way. So it's less buggy than it used to be, but there's just some things you just get used to, and you're just like, well, I just got arked. You know, because stuff like that will still happen. Things will just get annihilated. So you just have to learn to live with it, and you deal with it. Okay, let me go on an adventure, but I'm going to take a drink. Hydrate. Okay. Let's go. Let's fly, because flying is safer. So most of the mods I run are quality of life sort of stuff. Like I run this, I do run special dinosaurs as well, because it's kind of boring with just the standard stuff. And why not have it extra? So I like to add the griffins. I love the griffins. This is my, oh, that snake has moved. Ugh. And this is just a statue, actually. This is a dinosaur in a map that has not been released for ASA yet. But it's a shadow mane and is one of my favorite. It's basically a giant water cat with fins. And I love it. It absolutely one of my favorites. All right, let's fly around a little bit. Let me go to my sprint. So this is actually a paid map that I'm playing on. So I do support modders, but I don't expect everybody that plays on my server to have all of the money in the world, you know? But I did decide to pay for this map because it incorporates a lot of different biomes. And one of the important parts about playing Ark is that you have bosses and content to do. And so this one has a bunch of different dungeons, and it has every boss fight that the standard game has, including Ascension, which is super endgame. So I really like that. And it even has an aberration zone, which is underground caves with bioluminescent creatures and bioluminescent forests and stuff like that. Maybe we should go and see that. Okay, there, right over there. Do you see that? That is, I see you. It looks like a Ceratosaurus. Yeah. Aggro, baby. We're not going to land here. Oh, we hear him. So you have to be careful. Initially, this map was started by the map maker to be a no-flying map. Yeah, then we got Bronto. Let me get down on the ground. Let me go to starter area. Pretty lizards. I love them all. Even the deadly ones. I could not even love them anymore. So yeah, the mods I run are basic quality of life stuff, like this. I just shot that little dinosaur, and now she's in a little Pokeball, and she's in my pocket, and she's nice and safe. So I don't have to worry about losing her. That's the kind of quality of life mods I use. I use a teleporter mod so we can teleport back to base if we want to. We can teleport between bases if we want to. I can set teleporters up around the world. Stuff like that. Just basic quality of life stuff that you can get that in the basic functionality of the game. When you get to the tech tier, you can set up teleporters, but I just get a mod so that I can do it a little earlier. This is my favorite, and I'm incredibly biased. My favorite is the Thyla. If I had one of these to cuddle in real life, I would be the happiest person in the world. This is my favorite. We're ready. Let's do it. Oh, there we go. There's my sprint. So we'll just do a little tour of some of the dinos. This is a modded one too. I don't have much experience with them, but I do, the other mods I run quality of life mods, and then I run mods to just add more dinosaurs. Yes, it is like a bear cat. It's right. It's based on the Thylacoleo, a prehistoric marsupial, that hung out in trees. And that's how you encounter these in the wild. They're hanging on trees. And I remember the first time I was flying through the redwoods, and one of these things jumped out of a tree onto me. And it jump scared me so bad, but I was instantly in love. It's actually, I don't want to rep it. Because I feel really bad about a lot of the bad aspects of the game. So I will say that there is a lot of bad stuff, but there's a lot of good stuff. I know right now on Steam, the game is on sale. So for PC, It's on sale. I can tell you without a shadow of a doubt, I would never play on an official server. The rates for gathering, the rates for taming, the rates for everything, it makes it so difficult to enjoy the game. So that I have to say that. But it just depends on what you're willing to put up with, basically. You know, like here we have a compy, and he's red. He's going to attack me. That's my mod is, I have a spyglass that will highlight them if they're aggressive or not. Yeah. Watch for now. I would watch for now. If you played on Steam and on PC, I run private servers for it, but I would be very, very careful about joining official servers. I don't think I could ever play on an official server, especially like PvP servers. The PvP servers are crazy. They're so, like, they can lock you in cages and they can put handcuffs on you and they can just sit there and just like, yeah, it's awful. It's terrible. It's like warfare. Yeah, no, I don't play PvP, not for this. But yeah, I don't want to get off of here. I don't want to get off of the Mythyla because this compy will attack me and the Mythyla will take a big bite and eat. So you can, like, I like to tame lots of compies, and I name them silly stuff like crackers and then cheese. So I'll have cheese and crackers together. So I have a little army of compies just running around with cute little names like chicken and biscuits and, you know, stuff like that. Peanut butter, jelly. Okay. Let's take an on the ground look and give you a really good, I might crash because that's another thing. You just get arced, but I'm not super scared anywhere going with this dinosaur. She's pretty good. I would be scared if I was on something like a raptor, unfortunately, because a raptor's just not really very hardy. But this girl's pretty hardy, so there's a Dilo right there. Let's see, yeah, I can let's climb the mountain, baby. Let's go. This is my go-to dinosaur. She can't fly, but she can jump, and she's really good for caves if she can fit in the spots. Sometimes some of the caves are a little tight, so you got to get a smaller dinosaur. But it's okay. I think I leveled up her speed too much, so when she sprints, she just zooms. Which is kind of hard. Let's go see something dangerous. Let's go find something really, really nasty. Oh, it's a Shinehorn. It's not nasty. Here, look at this little baby. It's a little goat. And they glow. I could show you mine at home. But this little baby right here, it's a light animal. So they're bioluminescent. You usually find them in the caves. And if you are in a cave where they're adorable. I have one at home called Valentine because he has a little heart on his butt. He's perfect. He's pink. He's pink and magenta and white. When you're in a cave, you can put them on your shoulder and you can have them auto turn on. So then their horns glow and they will give you like a little buff. And so there's certain cave creatures that will attack you in the dark. And if you have a light creature like that, they will see that light buff and they won't attack you. So they're kind of important to surviving. You can get a Shinehorn like that, which is a little goat. You can get a little lizard that glows. You can get, what else? A bird, a featherlight. I'm stuck on the rock over here. That's fantastic. You can get a featherlight, which is a bird. And you can get a bulbdog, which is a funky, cute-looking little pug. You get all kinds of animals in here. I have a bunch of different modded otters, for example, because otters are the cutest. I have a collection of them. No one should be judging me because everyone should have a collection of otters. There we go. Oh, what's this baby? This is a Phiomia. They're like a little elephant. They poop a lot, so they're really good for your garden. There's a raptor. I see you, raptor. I see you attacking, raptor. Coming to say commonly, the most common thing you're going to happen when you start playing this game is you log in and you're getting murdered by raptors. Usually, that's a pretty common arc thing. Now, this guy is a Therizinosaur. I'm sure you probably know what a Therizinosaur is, if you know anything about dinosaurs. Or you saw any of the reasons. Yeah. So they're not going to attack me outright. But if I get too close, they're kind of territorial. And so they'll knock me out. No, nope, we're not going to knock you out. I don't want to fight you. We're just going to go this way, baby. I don't want to fight him right now. Leave him alone. Let him just be. Let them just be themselves. It's okay. I respect that. So yeah, they'll attack if you get too close. They're territorial. So you just learn really quick when you're playing. There's a whole lot of knowledge. A whole lot of things to learn about the game. But yeah, it's absolutely beautiful to just run around and explore and then have dinosaurs. But also know that at any point in time, lurking, you are in danger. You know what I mean? What are you? Oh, is that the... Okay, it's a giant turtle. I already have some of those tamed at home. Is there something you want to catch that you never have been able to yet? Not really. So when they did... Because I've played all of it. I've played all the maps. So there isn't really anything new except for when they... That's a really good question. Aww. When they did the ASA update, they added a new dinosaur for each map. So with ASE, you bought the base game. Then if you wanted the DLC, you had to buy each map also. So they had Scorched Earth, which is basically desert map. Then they had Aberration, which is basically underground, the entire thing. And then the surface is nuclear wasteland. You cannot live in the sun. You will instantly die if you go out in the sun. I had a very traumatic experience there once, losing my dinos, because I forgot it was the sun time. And I went up there, I teleported up, and we died. We vaporized. I got away, but they did not. It was very sad indeed. Because you get attached to your babies because you spend so much time with them. And then the third map was Extinction, which is Future Earth with a ruined tech city, which I'm going to start that cluster up, actually. So I'm going to play over there because I put a mod on there for the new Valentine's Day event. And the Valentine's Day event starts tomorrow. I'm not going to play tomorrow. Usually tomorrow is my streaming day, is Wednesdays, but it's my partner's birthday and one of my son's birthdays, so I'm taking the day off. So I might pick that back up on Thursday and see what I can see with some of that stuff. They did Extinction, and then they did Genesis, and then they did Genesis 2. So they did in ASA, once you buy the game, you get all of the maps. So it's all included in the base game for the remastered. So when they redid Scorched Earth and then Aberration and then Extinction, they put new dinosaurs on those maps that I had never experienced in ASE. So I haven't tamed those yet. I did go check out Extinction when I started it up to see if it was running. And one of the new dinosaurs on there is an Armo doggy. And it's basically a cross between an armadillo and the hyena dog that's already in the game. And I did tame one of those because she was pink. And that, for each holiday event, they come up with really cute little funky colors that kind of match the theme. And so pink is their Valentine's sort of stuff. As you can see, I have a very unnaturally colored Thyla, but another mod I run called the Shiny mod will spawn in random dinosaurs that have special abilities sometimes, but they have really nice stats. So they're increased, and so they're more powerful than a normal dinosaur, but they'll also have very unique colors. So you usually want to try and tame them because they're shiny. They actually have sparkles, but they're kind of a special dinosaur. And so I will often have a breeding pair of different dinosaurs. So I don't leave my base with my breeding pair. They stay back at my base so that they're safe. And so I'm out right now, and say for whatever reason this Thyla dies, I could go back to my base and I would have a breeding pair and I would be able to breed another Thyla for me if I lost her. I don't want to lose her, but if that happened. So blue was the color of one of her parents. I love blue, so I'm not complaining. But yeah, sometimes I like to leave their colors the way they are. But I have another mod on here if people want to recolor their dinosaurs. They could custom color them whatever they want. It's fun. It doesn't really impact the game a lot. But yeah, so the Armadago was one that I had not gotten, so I got it. And there's a couple from the other maps. I didn't get those yet. I don't know if I want to or not. But I've added some modded dinosaurs that I haven't even tamed. There's actually a few of the modded ones I actually haven't tamed. Because I don't really care about them. They'll fit different niche things. We could go somewhere dangerous. Do you want to go somewhere dangerous? Oh, shit. That's the problem with falling too quickly. Running quickly. But she's okay. I heard there's a cave over here, but I haven't explored a lot of the map, actually. Oh, it's kind of dark over here. And there's another Shinehorn. You are beautiful. Look at you. See, this is not the best game to be distracted in. Baby, look at your little tail wiggle. Oh my gosh. I need to go get the veggie cakes. I have to go back to my base. We have to go get veggie cakes. We have a need. We haven't. I'm sorry. We'll be right back. We have a need. This is the typical Ark experience. It's okay, don't worry about it. It's you're either dying to raptors or running into something else that you want to tame. And yeah. We'll be right back. We'll be right back. Veggie cakes. Where are my veggie cakes? Let me see. I really have to actually... I don't know if I have any veggie cakes. Oh no. Okay, I do. Wow. That was almost a catastrophe. Let me tell you. We were almost going to lose the entire game right now. Right there, right then and there. So I'm going to put it on that spot of my hotbar. Because that means I can passively tame something. And then, this is why I run this kind of mod. Look at this. Last remote. I can talk. Words are great. Remote location. Last remote location. Here we go. Oh. Where is the it's about to get dark here. Ah, shit. All right. Do you want my veggie cakes? Please eat my veggie cakes. I had a problem with this, though. Look at the perfect blue and purple. Oh, baby. It says it's ready to eat. So the problem, though, is I was trying to tame one of these one day, and it died in front of me of starvation. Because I started taming it with one kind of food, and then it didn't want that. It didn't want the veggie cakes. I was trying to speed it up, so I went and got veggie cakes, and it died because it wouldn't eat the veggie cakes. That was a really sad day. It like died in front of me. That was awful. I think I just picked up a pile of its poop, actually, just trying to feed it. Unfortunately, that was an accident. I wasn't attempting. It was pooping all over the place. That's awesome. I'm so glad that's happening. That's the other thing with the game. So, poop is a thing. There's a keybind to poop. When I first played this game, and it was like, fix your keybinds. And I'm like, oh, cool. Wait, what's this keybind? Poop? I was like, no. And I just logged out. I was like, I'm not playing a fucking game that has a keybind to just... I'm not going to do that. But eventually, I did. I don't use the keybind to poop on demand. When you're on your T-Rex, you can do the T-Rex roar. You can make it roar on demand. And it will make other animals poop and scare them. Why is his hunger going down? Her hunger. Why is her hunger going down? No, 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 no. I see your hunger. Don't. No, don't die. Oh, something is wrong with the passive taming. Did you just see it fall over? It just scared me there. Like it was dying. That would have been so catastrophic. Here, so I'll show you. These are so adorable. Look at that baby. I don't want to murder. No. There you go. So there you go. There's, oh, how do I switch my camera? There we go. So, it'll ride on your shoulder and give you this little glow. So now you have a safe buff. And it will, what's the other thing that it does? It gives you a radius. It gives you a radius for... Okay, so I hear some I don't like it screaming, by the way. We're not a fan. We're just going to go back home immediately right now. Because I just heard some howling from something that I'm not sure what it is. Well, hello, baby. And it just wiggles its cute little tail. I'm in love. I am in love. Yeah, it was confusing there. I did tame it. It did look like it was falling over, didn't it? I gotta look at the settings on that. Because for some reason, when it was eating and the hunger was going down. And that happened before for me. And I don't know why. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan. Because I thought it was dead. And I don't want that. All right, let's put this stuff up, though. Fiber doesn't go in the refrigerator. I do not have a trough set up. I probably should have set up. I should probably set up a trough. So I can have the dinosaurs out. You have to have a trough out with food out or they will die. Because they have to eat. And each dinosaur has a very specific diet. Like otters will only eat fish. And if you run out of fish in your trough, the otters will die. And other dinosaurs will prioritize fish because it's a cheap meat. So if you have a lot of carnivores out, sometimes they'll eat all your fish and you don't realize that they ate all of your fish. And then the otters will starve. And I found that out once the hard way. And so now when I put down troughs, I make sure shadow manes are also bioluminescent. I make sure beyond a shadow of a doubt, I always have a lot of stacks of fish. So my otters will never starve. There's that lovely jump scare music that kicks in that I have no control over. That's my favorite. I see an eerie dino over here. Oh, it's a Gigantoraptor. So, Eerie is another mod on here. You don't tame them the same way. You actually kill them, and they drop an implant. And then the implant you use in a tech device to basically reanimate them. But they're really cool because they've got a very beautiful rainbow coloring, as you can see on that one over there. So they're very pretty. Oh no, that's just the sunrise over there peeking out. Oh, that's a Chally. They'll throw stuff at you if they don't like you. I mean, if you get too close and it aggresses them. You tame them by giving them beer. I'm not kidding. You brew beer and you bring them beer. Oh, I'm wrong. It was not a sunrise. Look at that. It is just a beacon. Beacons drop with loot in them all around the arc on a timer. Let's check it out. What's in this beacon? It's got these really pretty circles, so it means it might be really good loot. We have an ascended spider saddle. I'm going to go with a no. An ascended... Oh my god. Okay, why did that do that? Why do the noises in this game just jump scare me constantly? Can you drink the beer? Yeah, you can. Yeah, for sure. I don't think it does anything but make you drunk. I don't think it gives you anything special. But yeah, I mean, you usually will have crops because you get different grades of eggs based on the difficulty of taming your dinosaurs. So like basic dinosaurs like dodos when you first start out, they're going to give you like a low quality egg. So it's the way that you work up in progression. You start with low quality stuff and you work up to higher quality to get more powerful, stronger dinosaurs. And so you need that higher up, stronger, more powerful. Okay, that was something. No, piranhas. Those are... Okay, we gotta get out of the water. Get out of the water, please. We're stuck under the water. This is not happy time. The water can be really kind of a scary time in Ark. I'm not lying. It's actually can be really terrifying. We're just not gonna go in the water right now. Let's just not. Let's just not. We're just gonna not. We're just gonna pretend that that didn't just happen right now and scare me. So for the crops, you will grow basic plants. You can grow a plant called a narco berry, and you can turn it into narcotics, so it will knock your dinosaurs out. You'll need narcotics to make the knockout arrows and stuff. And then you can also plant stim berries, which is a stimulant, as the name would make you think. And that's obviously to wake things up. So if you accidentally eat a narco berry, you eat a stim berry and it will kind of counteract it. There's different dinosaurs that will do abilities that will knock you out. There's a nighttime dinosaur that comes out, and they're tiny, and they'll bite you, and their venom and their saliva will knock you out. So then other dinosaurs will come and eat you, and you can, it'll happen. You get to witness it firsthand. It's super fun. If you have stim berries on you, though, oh, there's some T-Rexes and some aloes over there. They hunt in packs. But if you see one of those dinosaurs coming towards you, sometimes you can spam a bunch of stim berries and you won't get knocked out. The therizinosaurs, when they attack you, they do they add to your torpidity, so they'll knock you out. There you go. There's a scorpion. They'll knock you out too. So if you have stim berries on you, you can kind of counteract getting knocked out. Is that a Dimorphodon? Is that an eerie dimorph? An eerie dimorph. Sorry. Sorry for the saber-tooth slaughter, but they attacked first. I didn't want to have to kill you. Now, this is an ASA thing. I just killed all those saber-tooths. This little baby saber-tooth is now an orphan. But the way this works now is, look at that. He's mine now. We'll just take the baby home. Into a safe place. That's one of the functions that they added to ASA. So it's a lot more like it would be in the wild. It is an easier way to start the game sometimes if you see an adult and it has a baby. Instead of getting all of the resources to tame them, you can just kill the parent and steal the baby, which sounds heartless and terrible. And it is. But sometimes that's the better way to survive, too. Oh, you know what? That dimorph is on an implant, and that implant has a timer. Wait a minute. Oh, hold on a second. Do I already have do I already have which? The saber-tooths? I usually don't tame saber-tooths. They're big cats, but I don't usually tame them. I just grabbed that dimorph because the dimorph was eerie, meaning had really pretty rainbow colors, and I absolutely love dimorphs. A Dimorphodon, chompy flyers. They're tiny little babies. You can put them on your shoulder. I like to tame them because, yeah, we'll bring the saber-tooth out. I'll show them. I don't have any, actually. I don't think I do. The Dimorphodons, I like. Yeah, you can breed them all. Yeah. You can breed anything in this. Well, you can't breed anything in the game, but a bulk of them you can. And I mean, that's part of the game as well. Is finding really good stats in the dinosaurs. So you breed them so that you can have better dinosaurs for your boss fights and stuff. Okay. So right now, I have an eerie plant. So I'm going to, because this implant right here has a timer on it, a spoil timer on it. I don't know why it doesn't have a spoil timer on it now. They used to have a spoil timer, but I'm gonna revive it. Oh, come on. There goes that jump scare music. I love it. It's so unbelievably loud. This is very fun. Okay. So right now we got a little baby Sabretooth. And then this is adorable. I'm not gonna lie. What an adorable baby. Okay, it wants me to cuddle. So I have options to cuddle. I'm going to give you some food too, because you're just a little baby. We have some meat on us. Good, we have some meat on us. So you take that food. There. I do, in the mods that I run, I do have them, you can just ball them up. And then when you ball them up like that, they'll grow. And I have some other automated mods where you can put a nanny down and the nanny will automatically feed them. And there's another, so you have options. So basically you could do it completely automated and just put them in the dino balls and put them in the terminals and they'll grow up and everything will be fine. Or you can get the nannies to automate it in case you want to see the dinosaurs out and interact with them and stuff. Or you can do it really old school, and there are specific dinosaurs for this purpose. So they're there specifically for hatching the eggs, for taking care of the babies for you and everything. So there's various levels. I want to leave the options open when I'm running my servers. I want to make sure that people can do what they want, basically. I like doing it all. I like the option of being able to just ball it up if I don't want to bother with it. But I also like sometimes taking care of the babies too. So like I have this, right, I have a Dimetrodon. And Dimetrodons have a certain body temperature. And they, oh, that's my eerie vulture. What is this vulture? Oh, that's a Microraptor. My bad. Dimetrodon will set the temperature in the room to a certain degree, so it will allow eggs to hatch at the right temperature. So she's one of my nursery dinosaurs. And then there's a Maywing dinosaur that will actually, I just saw him grow in front of me. Yeah, it's really cool. It is as complex as you want it. So I have the option of just putting them in the balls. If people don't want to deal with that, they can just put them in the balls. There's my Armo doggy. She's beautiful. What a pretty girl. That is not what I expected, but that's my Baryonyx. She goes underwater. I was trying to get my otter out. There's my sparkly otter. That's what you get with a shiny dino. And this really is why my daughter played the game with me more than anything, is for this. I've built her entire houses just for her otters. And I mean, I cannot complain because I'm trying to, uh-oh, I whistled. I didn't mean to whistle. I'm not trying to open this. I'm trying to look for the keybind to look at the otter. There we go. It's adorable. So the otters give you a buff to help you be insulated, actually. So if you go into a cold area and you don't have the technology to get the right armor yet, and you're earlier in the game, you can just wear an otter and it will help you with your temperature. Okay, I got the eerie implant. And I'm going to actually ball you up because I don't want you to die because I don't have a thingy down. So let's get, I need tree sap. I know I need tree sap. Oh, where's my sap? Aha, it's not called tree sap. It's actually just called sap on here. Fantastic. The consistency. That's fine. All right, let me put my revival platform down. I haven't come up with a place where I want it yet because it kind of shows through. So when I was putting it on these upper levels, it was coming through the ceiling and it looked kind of gross. So I pulled it up. All right, I need element, which is an endgame resource, to turn this on. Then I'm going to need some of this. And then I want to make one of these chips. Eerie element. I'm going to need 5 eerie element for the implant revival. But I don't have that element on me right now. But I set up a shop. So I'm just going to buy some. And then I'll have my element. Let's take care of this one so the timer doesn't expire. We're going to make... Oh, I didn't buy enough. That's okay. Let me buy some more. And come on. And then we'll make one more. One more, and we'll be good. Then we can make the ancient amber, which will then be the fuel to revive this implant. There it is. And it is baby. And I'll just ball it up real quick so I don't have to worry about it dying. I love dimorphs. I've taken a whole... Actually, I'm going to take the element out of here since this is kind of like important resources. I've bred an entire army of flying dimorphs for different bosses. So you can just take them with you, like out in the world, and whistle for them and make them go like attack things. And they're small, so they have really good maneuverability. Some of the different flying dinosaurs don't have that same kind of maneuverability, so you wouldn't necessarily use them for that. Okay, if you wanted to fly on a wyvern, you can't turn corners very well, for example. And that's so much information. I'm sorry. It's kind of overwhelming. What a beautiful, beautiful... Follow me, darling. Are you gonna follow me? Follow me. Yes? Slowly. Slowly. Well, we'll wait with you, little slow buddy. I have 2 hoodies on, and it's a little warm. So I'm going to take off one of my hoodies while we wait on this little dimorph to follow us. Let's wait on the baby to catch up. Oh, wow. You caught up, and I'm not done with my hoodie. I'm tangled. Okay. It said it's prompted me, wants to go on a walk with you. Well, let's go. Oh. Did you just grow up? Oh, you're just full grown now. Oh. Well, that was a very quick growing up. You didn't even do what you needed to do. Okay. Do you want me to show you something specific? We could go on an actual adventure. I know that was I got distracted by babies. That always happens. I don't know how to not make that happen. I think I just put my Thyla away. I don't want to. This is my dump bin. Unfortunately. I did not put my Thyla away. Oh, there's the Thyla. Okay, gotcha. Okie dokie. Water, flying, land. I got all my dino bases covered. Because I could totally just go back to building. Or go check some stuff out. It's a whole map to explore. I mean, I've explored most of it, just not the caves, because the caves weren't released the last time I was playing this map. Okay. Let's see. Whatever I want to do. I'm good. I like doing all kinds of stuff in this game. But if someone is curious, you know what I mean? I love sharing information. I love sharing the experience. It's all interesting. Okay. You might not say that if I start building again, though, because that's kind of boring. I mean, what I was going to do is kind of boring, maybe. If that makes sense. Oh my gosh, shiny, hefty, Rockwell, Eerie Dimorph. We just got an Eerie Dimorph. And that is a shiny Rockwell. And I know you don't know anything about that, but Rockwell means it has purple coloring, like one of the bosses in the game. So that is a shiny purple Dimorphodon. And they're actually like, so the Eerie ones are super easy to get because you don't need to actually tame them. But I just put all that stuff away. So for the Eerie dinosaurs, you just go and you just kill them. And you take the implant. And then you resurrect them like I just did. So it's kind of boring, but it's also an easy way to get a tame. The only downside to that is you can't really build one of those revival platforms until you're probably end game. And you can't get your hands on that element. You know? Because that's an end game resource as well. I'm going to go, you know what I need to do? Check my tap saps. My sap taps. I said that wrong. Of course I said that wrong. Why would I say that correctly? All right. Let's go to the redwoods. And we're on the Thyla, so we're safe. Let's go to do that. I could also... Yeah, you see that Dinos Lake? I went there the other day. There's a giant Deinosuchus there, often. We don't want to go there right now. Dwarven Forge is in a cave. Glow Cave. I'm going to go steal the free-for-all sap. I'm not stealing. It's a free-for-all. It's for everyone. If you don't clear out the sap caps, they don't, yeah, this is the redwoods, by the way. This is a treehouse platform. I really need to build the treehouse. I haven't built a treehouse in this game in a really long time. Okay, we got 40. Stealing the sap. I'm going to go to all of them. I'm going to steal them all. Only 20. I need this sap to make veggie cakes too. And that's another reason I need to set up the crops as well. I'll need the crops for veggie cakes. So some of these dinosaurs are super easy to tame to begin with, in easier taming methods. But as you progress, they get harder. So you need things like you need to build up your crops because you'll need crops in order to get higher level eggs so that you can make kibble, which is basically a special food for taming the dinosaurs. So it's all like everything is used, basically. It's kind of like everything does have a purpose. So you're not like wasted. You're not wasting resources at all. You can use those resources for something, which is cool. There's actual reason for having it, basically. So right now, these are just basic taps. And you have to find a redwoods tree to put it in. You have to put it high, so you have to put a platform down. Because you can't have them low. So you have to be able to collect it somehow. So that's why we have these platforms out here. So we can just collect resources. And when you upgrade them to the highest level, I hear you. I hear you. You're a very... See, oh, I see a Thyla. Look at that. Phyla. You really... You kind of have to develop an eye for it as you're playing, so you don't get jumped. I love Phylas, so I'll just leave them alone. Unfortunately, they drop body parts that you need for certain boss fights, so you have to actually kill them. Here's a nice ruins over here. Let's go explore the ruins. Oh, that's a Spino. You can see his big fin. I think I'm not going to take fall damage here. At least I hope I'm not going to take fall damage. Oh, I just roared. I'm so sorry. That was how rude of me. I'm so sorry. That's a dire bear. He's territorial. So if we stay away from him, it'll be fine. We're not going to fight with him. I don't want to. Damn it. I'm trying to turn the sprint off and I keep jumping. I have the mod on here that I run also will change some of these bears and they'll look like pandas. Oh, hello. Wait, is that? Wait a minute. Why is he mad at me? With glowing white eyes. With glowing eyes. Is he one of the, like, frenzied ones? Or do you have babies? Guys, I didn't want to hurt the babies. What is my sprint button? It's so fast. Let's go back to the redwoods. Maybe we'll see something really scary. What is fighting? Terror birds. I hate terror birds so much. I'm stuck on a baby. Okay, let's go back to the ruins. Why am I stuck on rocks? Please. These are the otter ruins. So, I would totally probably have built here because I love the redwoods. But I don't want it built up here because then people can't come and see this really pretty kind of like landmark here. Because you have a giant otter statue over here. And then you have the bridge. You know what I mean? So it's like really pretty. Oh, there's a Carno. Who's complaining? I heard someone groan and grumble. Who is grumble? Oh, it's the bear. Why is the cave bear up here? You should not be up here. You're spawning in the wrong spot. The otter ruins are really pretty. I like them. I like the redwoods. Although the redwoods on this map are not as scary as the redwoods were like on the original islands. Because some of it would be so deep. It would be just dark. And you would just be... Do you not fit through this door? What? Okie dokie. That was fun. That won't let me through there. Oh, there's a salmon. Okie dokie. That's fine. We'll find a way up there. We'll just have to walk on foot. And probably die, but it's okay. That's what happens. Yeah, I don't want to play with you, actually. Yeah, I love the redwoods. It's not as scary here as it was in the... it's not scary as it was on the island. On the island, it was really scary because it would be really deep and dark in the forest, and the redwoods was a very big zone. Oh, baby bear. You have fun over there, baby bear. Yeah, it's beautiful. So on the island and stuff, the redwoods is pretty, it can be kind of menacing because it's so dark, but something about being on the ground in the middle of a dark forest is just cool. I don't know. Hold on a second. Okie dokie. Yes, I think it's very pretty. Give me 1 second. Okay. Yeah. So he did design the redwoods on this map, and they are very pretty. But I'm taking a significant risk here. But I don't think I see any piranhas, so I'm probably okay. The piranhas will kill you, for sure. There is. Oh, yep, that's it. Yep, that's it. That's a Trudon. They're knocking me out right now. They're poisoning me, so I'm gonna get KO'd. I'm gonna... No, there's too many. Okay, so maybe I'll teleport and be asleep back at base. All right. This is fine. On that note, it was getting sunset time, I think. They only come out at sunset. Let me see if I can find some stimberries real quick. All right. Let's transfer. I'm just going to do the one for now. Yes, so there you go. First hand. That was a Trudon. They travel in packs. They're not really going to do too much damage to you on their own. But if they knock you out like that, they'll slowly whittle you away. So base settings, so the default settings are you lose your stuff. And you have to go find it in a bag that drops. That's the default settings. I actually have it set where you don't. You maintain your stuff. You keep it. So yeah, there's a dinosaur default that will steal stuff from your inventory and destroy it. I have that. I run a mod to stop that because you could get like this super good gun or something, and then that dinosaur will randomly just take it out of your inventory and destroy it in front of you, and that just feels bad. So I have a mod that removes that functionality. And then there's another dinosaur that will steal the last thing in your inventory slot. So if like you're trying to tame it, you put the food that it likes in the last slot and you let it steal it on purpose. And then you can tame it. Yeah, I don't... So like I understand why a lot of these things are in the game. They're there to give you something difficult to do, right? There has to be some kind of overcoming. There has to be some kind of goals to work towards. But this game has so much, and you can have so many different ways to play it, that I like making some of it not as punishing as it has to be. So the default game is you lose your stuff. You have to go back to your body and retrieve it. But like a lot of it, when I first started playing this game, I didn't have like a lot of time to play. And my kids were younger. My younger two were younger. And we would play together as well. And so if we have like only a certain amount of time to sit down and play the game together, and then we end up like half that time, if we die, we have to end up running back to our bodies to get our stuff, it begins to not be so fun. And then the other aspect of it was like some of these mods will allow you to like teleport your dinosaurs to you. So if I get knocked off of one of my dinosaurs, and I get killed, then my dinosaur is stuck there. Basically, I will resurrect up at my base in bed, and I'll have everything on me, but my dinosaur is still going to be out there in the wild. So I have to either get another dinosaur and fly out there or ride out there or whatever to try and get my dinosaur back before it dies to another dinosaur. And there is rendering. So if you're not in the range, the actions will stop. So basically, you do have kind of like a safety window until you get close enough to it. All combat stops. But I kind of like really don't like that. And I kind of feel like some people might not want to fully play the game and experience it if they feel like it's punishing to ever leave your base because you'll lose your tames. So one of the mods that I run that works with the teleporter mods, it's all part of the same mod. You can put a teleporting pad down and you have a teleporting remote. But you can also feed your dinosaur a chip. So if your dinosaur is out in the world and say I get knocked off, I get killed, I can't get back to my dinosaur right away. So, and I've had that happen before. In fact, when I met my first Thyla, it knocked me off of one of my birds. And I had to grab a different bird and fly out there and try and find my bird. And then you'll lose multiple dinosaurs that way. And then you spend, 2 hours just trying to go to a place you were trying to go. So in the answer for it to be like a smoother time playing, where you don't feel like you're punished for exploring, I don't have people don't drop their inventory. And the other thing I can do is if I right click on my teleporter right here, if I have a dinosaur out that has a chip that I fed them, I can teleport that dinosaur to me. So that way, if I'm knocked off of one of my birds and I end up dying, I can res up, I can take my remote back out, and I have a chance of, teleporting that dinosaur to me. Unfortunately, sometimes though, depending on where the circumstances, depending on where you're at, what other dinosaurs are around, what the circumstances are, my dinosaur might get killed before I can TP it to me. That is a risk that you take. So, you just learn not to take dinosaurs out that you're not willing to risk. Unfortunately, that is an aspect of the game that still stays, even with some of the quality of life stuff. So, yeah, that's a whole lot of information. I have so much information about this game that I've picked up over the years. I honestly, it is a lot to digest. I'm sorry if it's overwhelming. I'm gonna need to go hydrate, take a stretch and stuff in a minute. That ended the adventures real quick there, didn't it? So I don't even remember what just happened. I should probably do crops though, shouldn't I? Set up my automated crops and stuff again. I was gonna put my crops down, and then they changed it. You used to be able to put an item down and then put a skin on top of it, which is new Ark stuff. But then they changed it to you have to put the skin on some of this before. Okay, so I want to look at crops here. And I want to use the metal one. Metal. Please work for me. Are you joking? It's not. I converted these. I wonder if I need to use the vanilla one. All right, we'll just convert it back to vanilla. And then I'll try the skins. And no big deal. I can convert it again if it doesn't work. Oh, this is very fun. It's not letting me. Filterable, filtering by. It's not working. Yeah. Yeah, it's not a scheduled stream day. It's a tentative stream day. Yeah, no. I appreciate you stopping by. It's it's better than me just sitting here talking to myself about what I'm doing, which I do anyway when I'm building. It sounds kind of weird to some people, I'm sure. But yeah, No, I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I'm just here to hang out. You know what I mean? I'm just here to hang out. 100%. Just to chill. And I really like building. So. You don't feel like it's overwhelming? I'm so happy to hear that. I'll just stay until you have to lurk. And if you have to lurk, just let me know when you have to lurk, and then I'll just take a break. I can wait. I'm just so happy to talk about it because, like, some of these games are so niche and not everybody likes the same kind of thing. You know what I mean? And so if somebody does like it, I really like to talk about it with them because it's like one of those things that I deep dive on it so hard because it checks off so many boxes for things I like about a game. It's open world. It's got exploration. It's got survival aspects. It's got creatures. There is no other game that allows you to have the same sort of interaction with living creatures than this game. There is no contest. There is no other game. That is the biggest thing for me that makes me keep coming back to this game. Is the fact that nothing else is like it. Nothing offers me the same kind of experience. And it's very satisfying because you can just do whatever you want. Be like, okay, well, what do I want to do on art today? I can build. And the building in this, and I'll show you, I just placed all those crop plots down, and I'm going to do the smaller ones over here. If you have quality of life mods, the building experience can be quite easy. That is not even. That is hanging off over there. Did I not pick up my gun? Okay. So there are tools. Some of the modded pieces have tools. This bench right here lets me build this modded build pieces specifically. And I like to use them, and I'll show you why I like to use them. I need the gun from it, though. That's what I'm coming for. I don't know if it's going to be called. It is called gun. Good. Excellent. I had a good moment. Put that on my toolbar. Basically, with this tool is fantastic. I'm going to take it out, and I'm going to look. And it looks like it's green, so I think that means it's going to pick it up. Perfect. Yeah. See how easy that is? So if you're ever trying to play any other kind of game, and you want to pick up a very specific piece without destroying everything else, that can be kind of hard sometimes. This is different snap points. I'm trying to look for the right snap points. Maybe that's... Yes, that's right. You do. You sound like you're crazy when you're passionate about something. That's right. Aw, I'm so glad you know. I'm not crazy. I just really love this game, right? I just think it's really fun, and I like to share that with other people if they like it. You know what I mean? It's good. It's good. I would hope that other people would like to share stuff with me too. You know what I mean? So it's really cool when you can share it, because even if they don't end up playing or you never talk about it again, it's fun to share that with someone, and maybe that's something that they like. I don't know. I like it. Okay, so the building in this game, these tools allow me to do something like this. You know what? This modded piece. So the base game looks like that. Stone default. This one right here I'm looking at. But this mod has it coded in here where once I place this down, he gives variations. I can pick all these different visual looks for that one wall. And that's not even putting the base game skin on it. I can also use his gun, and I can go to reload, and I can do structure variant mode. Right now I can't do that though, because it's going to have me pick this up, I think. Well, let's see. I can switch the mode to structure variant. So change the colors of the highlight, and then I can change just with a highlight of the tool what this looks like to test it out. Oh, I actually really like that one. I didn't know that this stone was an option. I don't necessarily like the frame, and I don't necessarily want the brick. I did the brick for the floors because, oh, I love that. I don't like that music. I hate when that happens. It jump scares me, and then, yeah, it's not fun. But because I built this on these ruins right here, and I encased them in my glass and stone, I kind of wanted these stone walls to kind of look like the ruins almost. And then I went with brick for the rest of it, and then I picked the wood accent. So the base, this is what the base game, so he basically takes the base game pieces, and you just build them in his bench. Then you can use any of these different things. And it's the same with these glass. So these glass pieces right here are all frameless, but they come with different frames you can actually pick. But I went frameless because you get the views. And then I added my own frames in with pillars on the sides. And the tech pillars will light up, and you can do them all different colors. I need to add lighting to the house still, but one of the mods is currently broken and the lighting doesn't work. It's tricky. There's a new update coming to the UE5 engine. The blue windows. Oh, there's an option for making that glass look like stained glass too. So I did stained glass in here. So you get the glass, but you still have like a wall feel. So I added my own glass windows in here. And then I made them this stained glass. There's all kinds of different glass settings on here he put. You have all of these different stained glasses that you can pick. So you could do like this one. So I could do it all that way, but then I'm not really going to be able to see very well. So I really just wanted these plain glass. I really wanted to go for like a modern yet not feel. So I'll give a view. It kind of winds around. I haven't really built over there yet, but I built this stone out over here, so it kind of tied it all together. But overall, that's it. And then the greenhouse on the side. And I just framed that out the last time I was playing. I redid the framing on it. And I left the tree there. I want the tree there. I know it clips through the building. I don't care. I love the tree. It's part of the reason why I wanted this island, because I get to hear the ocean. But then I get cherry blossom trees. And then over here, it's a pretty safe island. Nothing really bad spawns over here. And then there's like a waterfall over here too. Yeah. It's a little beach. And I love the beach. And if you're outside, you can hear the seagulls and you can hear, you know, the ocean and everything else. And that's really like a lot of the different maps, they won't have like the ocean and you don't hear those noises. And so those maps can be really pretty and they can be fun and they offer you new content and new bosses and new dinosaurs, but they don't offer you that like I can hear the ocean and that's my happy place. And so for this map to have a bunch of different stuff and then add that too, it just this is my happy place. I love it. So I don't know. It's kind of cozy if you can mod it while knowing that you could go out there and get terrified by all sorts of things jumping you. Yeah. I built, I just extended this out. This was only one tile, but then I extended it out to 2 tiles here. But I built this whole thing up here for breeding my Rexes and my Mara Rex, but also to make sure that this pad right here, if I need to teleport home at any time and I'm on a dinosaur, it's like, okay, panic, panic, panic. I can teleport in here and I'm safe. Yeah, no problem. Enjoy. We'll talk later. It'd be a good time for me to AFK and then hydrate, stretch my legs and stuff like that. Thank you for stopping by. Okay, I am back. You can turn that off. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. I had to take a quick break. I got distracted on my quick break on my way back because it is snowing and it is lovely and it is a beautiful outside. So I got distracted by the snow. Yes, it's snowy. Just not rain though, just damp. But it doesn't really snow where you're at, right? Are you still streaming? I'm so sorry. I'll give you a shout out. Give me 1 second. I am distracted. Okay. For some reason, something is wrong with my chat. I don't know what's wrong with it. It wasn't giving me alerts. And the other day it was doing so many alerts and not the right alerts. And now it is not giving alerts. So, let's see if this works. And if it doesn't, I'm sorry in advance. Here we go. Yay, it worked. A thing did the thing it was supposed to do. Right? There we go. Sometimes it works. I'm very confused right now. 1 second. Something happened. Wait a minute. I am so confused right now. What's happening? This, I swear to you, I think Twitch, hates me. Oh, concerts are fun, right? Sorry. No, don't apologize. Don't apologize. I'm here. I'm waiting. No, I have this set up, but it's telling me my alerts are not working. And I'm so unbelievably frustrated because it looks like I got a sub, but I never got an alert. And it's bothering me. Well, I didn't. Yeah, I just don't understand. One new sub, but it's unbelievable to me. I don't understand. I got 0 alerts. Like, it literally didn't tell me. And so I'm so frustrated because I would really like to thank someone if they subbed. You know? It would be nice. So it could be like, hey, thank you for the sub, but I don't know who it is because it didn't tell me. It was like at first, like it wasn't telling me, like I was live and then like I wasn't getting the alerts that I had follows. And so then I wasn't thanking people and it makes me feel like shit because I want to know and I want to thank them. You know what I mean? So and I can't if the thing is not working. So that's fine. Okay. I'm gonna guess. I'm going to assume that it was a resub. And I'm going to assume that it was C. And she's lurking, which is fine. And I will thank her for the resub. And if it's not her, then thank you to whoever did subscribe. And I wish Twitch liked me enough to tell me what was going on. Right? Is that where we're at? Yeah, I think that's where we're at. It's so incredibly frustrating for me. Okay, so now back to this. Are you done for the day? Are you done streaming for the day, I should say? That's not what I want to do. Down here. Oh, yeah. Okay, that's fair. How was stream today? I know I popped in the beginning, but I got really busy with school with the kids and stuff like that. So it was the same as it is most times. I pop in, I say hi, but then I have to get busy and I can't sit and chat, unfortunately, which I know you understand, but I'm sorry. It's more along that, you know? Trying to figure out why this skin thing wasn't working. I got skins for my plots, but they're not working. Yeah. Yes, exactly. I remember that when it was like I didn't have to drive everybody around. So that's really good. I'm glad I don't have to do that anymore. But I mean, we're still schooling every day, you know what I mean? So I'm doing that and then work on the side. Just a constant to-do list of work stuff to get through. You know what I mean? Just cataloging old stuff and trying to think of new stuff and all of that, you know? Yeah. It is a big difference not having a chauffeur. I completely understand. It was a really big part of our lives, of my day, was just chauffeuring. And I mean, you have to do what you have to do, but it's so exhausting. For not seeming like it's a lot, it is. It is a lot. It's a lot to have to worry about. And it gets really exhausting, like I said. Yep. It takes up so much time for just driving from one place to another. You would feel like no, it's good. It's just a quick drive right over here. But then it ends up just taking so much more than just basic, simple, just driving here and there. And I'm so glad the chauffeur days are over. Seriously. I'm so glad the chauffeur days are over. One of my oldest it does drive. I was in the middle of streaming one day when he sent me a message to say, well, I just got rear-ended in my car. And that was super fun. And then my other of age driver does not drive. Yeah. Well, luckily he was okay. He has called, I have gotten calls from him that were emergency. He was thrown from his motorcycle in an accident a couple of years back. And I walked into the ER, right after midnight, and it was my birthday. And he just looked at me and he's like, happy birthday. And I was like, God, kid. And it was a very happy birthday indeed because he was alive. You know what I mean? He was very, very lucky. Very, very lucky on that one. Very lucky. So that was good. Good element here. An element in another terminal too. Yeah. No, we were very lucky. I'm looking for the outdoor decor. That's it. It's that round table. Yeah, so the other one doesn't drive, but he's in the city and he's on campus, so he doesn't really need to worry about it so much. Yeah. So it is so scary. It's scary being a parent when, yeah, for so many different reasons, you know? It can be very scary being a parent. Even as adults, you think it's so scary, like their first year of life, because it's such a huge adaptation and it's such a huge change to everything. So it's so scary then, right? And then yeah. And then you're like, I got through the first year, yay. But then it just doesn't really get any better. It just still is scary all the time, but for different reasons, you know? And it's fine, but it's just still scary. It just never stops. Like, and you can't complain. I'm obviously not complaining. It is what it is. It happens. It's just one of those things where it just doesn't like not get scary. You're just a little more removed from it, I guess. And you just get to the point of where you kind of be like, well, they're adults. There's only so much I can do. And that's that. Okay. I did not want to use the modded plots. What just happened? Oh boy. Okay. Would you like to go down for me? Would you like to snap onto the ground for me? It's not working. Oh my gosh. That doesn't work. Well, we're not going to try out those, are we? Well, we were going to. We had a plan, and then we got arced. Do we not? Okay. What's happening? None of my interacts are working. You know what I think I'm going to do? I'm going to try something really quick. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. Yep. I'm just going to log out real quick. And then I'll restart my game. Let me look at my server. Oh, I'm still on, huh? That's cool. Still on the server. Works good. All right, let's go. It's probably going to time me out and tell me I'm still logged in. That's super fun. Love it. I love how well Arc works. This is one of those moments. This is just one of those moments. Yeah, it's totally timed out on me. That's so cool. I love that this is happening right now, you know? All right. Yeah, connection timeout. Yeah, buddy. All right. We're gaming. We are gaming. I'm still on the server. Something happened. So I have to wait for it to kick me out, I guess. That's super fun. I'm still waiting to join. Cool. Yeah, I got arced. I definitely got arced. I guess I just sit here and wait. Sit here and wait for it to join. So I'm supposed to stream on Wednesdays. I'm supposed to, it's just what I scheduled. And we're not going to have a stream tomorrow because it is birthday day here. So, there's no stream tomorrow. So I decided I would stream today. That's not working for me. Okay. Well, we're going to do this. We're going to quit that. And I'm going to do a handy dandy background here. And then I'm going to see if I can load the game back up and see if it will work for me. We are experiencing technical difficulties, but all will be well. Momentarily. It's so loud. I think I did not adjust my sound settings. I think I did not adjust my sound settings when I had to reformat my drive. I'm going to look at those real quick. Give me a chance to officially be logged out of the game. Yeah. I'm going to change some of these settings because some of this is just super loud. And I don't like it. I am offended. Holy smokes. What do we got here? Okay, I think those settings are down a little. Let's see about trying to log back in. Oh, those sounds did not change at all. Isn't that fun? When I just change the sound settings and it's still really loud. Now I can't even see the server. Uh-oh. Did the server crash? Oh no, I wonder if the server crashed. Interesting. Okay, that's probably what happened. Okay, in that case, this is what I need to do. I need to do this real quick. I need to do a be right back. And I'm going to go check on the server. And I'll be right back. Okay. Technical difficulties have been fixed, I hope. For some reason, the server crashed. Don't know why. But here we are. And I'm going to log it back in. It's already back up. It was just a quick trip down the stairs. And I behaved. I didn't get distracted by looking out the window at the fresh snow. It's just so beautiful when it's coming down. Like, I don't love it when it's just sitting there forever and a year, it feels like. But when that fresh snow comes down, it's just fantastic. It's one of the most beautiful times. Okay, now, there we go. We're back. Excellent. So now maybe we can test out those. Oh, it rolled back. Yeah, if it crashes like that, it will roll back. Awesome. So all those benches that I had picked up. Yeah. I'm not, like, this tech difficulty was fine. It was more frustrating to not get notifications of subs and resubs, though. That's more obnoxious than anything else. You know what I mean? Like, that to me bothers me more than the server crashing real quick. That's no big deal. Server crashes, fine, you know? But it's really upsetting to me that when someone spends their money, which I do not expect at all, I would really like to be able to tell them thank you. I would like to know that that's actually happening. That bothers me more than just like, oh, the server crashed again, you know? I super wish that I would have known about that, because that just, it really makes me mad, because I really want to be able to thank someone. All right, I'm picking all this stuff back up. I picked that up. Air conditioning unit. Man. I think that's all I had before. Yeah, but I didn't change anything, and the alerts are set up. That's the thing that's frustrating for me. There are alerts there, you know? They just didn't work, and there's no reason why they shouldn't have worked, is all. That's what I'm saying. Like, I have the alert set up. So last time I was streaming, like, watch, I set up these new alerts. Here, I'll test them right now. You can see. See? That should work. Right? That should show up. That is set up. Or this. That should also work. That's so... I don't know what to, like, do, because those alerts are enabled. And you're seeing them on the screen, so I know they work. Like, if I hit test alert, they work. But maybe it was a subscription off screen. You know what I mean? So maybe that was it. But then, like, usually it'll tell you, like, first time chatter. And I had someone earlier that was a first time chatter that just followed. And I didn't even get the alert. So, oh well. I can only hope that it'll be okay. That it'll be okay. But that's, I mean, it's fine. It is what it is, you know? I can only do the best that I can do, and I just wish that it worked for me the way I had set it up. Is all. Okay. Let's do this. Okay, so I want to put the outdoor bench. I do have the layout. Yeah, I have a specific thing literally just for alerts, and it's on top of everything. So no matter what, the alerts should show no matter what. I have it. It is the top layer. Just so that doesn't happen. Yeah. It is the top. So it should work. But my only guess is that possibly that sub was a resub and it was done not on there. Yeah, I don't know. I was thinking maybe if it was because it was a Prime sub, but I don't think so because I thought like you subbed with Prime, right? And then, right? And it showed up when you did. Is that right? I thought. Yeah, exactly. And so I have it ticked to not show for Prime sub, but it showed yours because I didn't necessarily want to make the distinction. Okay, that's fine too. I didn't want to make the distinction because I don't want somebody to think like I think of a Prime sub differently than any other sub. Does that make sense? But I will go through and add that anyway, you know? I don't want anybody to worry that I look at it any differently because it's a Prime sub than versus a regular sub. So I will make myself a note now to re-enable that and just use the same graphics, period. Because like I said, I don't want anyone to feel like they shouldn't, I don't want anybody to feel like I view it differently because I don't view it differently at all. I don't expect anyone, I don't expect anyone to sub at all, period. And if they do, I'm more than happy if they do. It's fantastic. It's amazing. I appreciate it. Any of it. I appreciate it. So I don't want anybody to feel like, I didn't want to like make anybody feel like they were bad about like, oh, it's a Prime sub. It's, you know what I mean? So. I mean, I hadn't thought about it that way. That's sweet too. Yeah. No, I completely understand that. That's true because they only do have one sub. I just didn't want anybody to feel bad because I know you get slightly less money with a Prime sub, but it's not about money for me. This is just like, this is a social thing. And because it's free. Exactly. Yeah. I mean, that, like, I don't have income for me. And so I only have one sub, And I don't even have like the time, and I know this feels bad, but I don't always even have the time to like tune in and sit and hang out, You would actually think that you did get more. Maybe I'm wrong, but I thought you don't. I thought it's slightly less. You would think though, because they get a cut anyway, because it's through them, because they all own it, right? But I could be completely wrong. I don't know. What am I even talking about? I have no idea. I don't even know what I'm talking about. I don't know. It's not about the money for me at all. I wanted to just be able to say thank you, though. That part I wanted to be able to tell people thank you. Because it feels really bad if they spend their anything, anything. Even their time. Yeah. I mean, even their time, even if they just want to come and lurk. That matters to me, Like, literally, even if they only want to come to lurk. 100%. Yeah, it tells me that paid subs are $2.86 per. Or maybe that's how many I had. I don't know. And it says there's less per Prime. You own it all, Amazon. You own it all. That is so funny. So, yeah, it's fine. It's fine. I just wanted to be able to say thank you. So I'll enable that because I think that you're right. It's better to say thank you and make sure that that alert pings through. It's better to get that covered and not have that slip through, I think. I think that's better. I just didn't want anybody to feel really bad about it. Like, even if they just come lurk, it's good. It's good to me. I think that's the part that matters the most to me. It's just making sure I can say thank you. And because I appreciate anybody that takes their time. You know what I mean? Because time is also a precious resource. You know, that's what we've got. And that's what we have to give. Sometimes that's all we have to give. And so even just that, even just a quick, hey, I got to lurk or whatever, it just means the world. It makes you remember that you're here. You're alive on this big hunk of rock. And there are other people in this world with you. So, all right. Well, now we're working. That was the server crashing, apparently. I don't know what I did to it. We got settings here. I wanted to test this out. God, there's a lot of options here. Frustrating. Crop a color. Blue mosaic. Ew. No, thank you. Metallic blue. Weird. Metallic black. Okay. Black. White. Black. I wanted to just get on and chill and build. And I got so distracted by things, as I often do. It's just kind of funny. Ooh, look, I can make it look like wood. I like that. Oh, I don't want to do that, though. And nope, that's not the one I want to do. I want to go back. There we go. Base option, frame option, base option. Now. Excellent. This is beautiful. Make that look like dirt. No, thank you. Let's not make that look like dirt. Oh, that's a little bright on the eyes. Red marble? No, we're not red marble kind of. We're not a red marble kind of folk. No. Oh, that's... How do I take that away? Oh, that's that bright one again. I don't like that. Let's do white. Yeah. Oh, basic. I like it very basic. I'm pretty boring, I might tell you. In case you didn't know, I'm kind of boring. I wanted to test and see if my fertilizer from this Deinonychus has emerged. Oh, that's distracting me. I want to look and make sure. What I want to see is, will this make my fertilizer go into that plot? All right, I'm going to tick the fertilizer distribution right here. And then I'm going to go into my terminal and it's on. And I'm going to double check and make sure I have fertilizer in here. I have lots of fertilizer in here. So this should, I want to see if it works with these. This is a really big plot though. I don't know if I don't think I can use it because it's so big. I don't like how big it is, actually. But I'm trying to get the skins to work because I had a skin mod for these. But I don't know if it's going to work for this either. The CS ones. I may just go back to the default ones. We'll see. I don't know if my skins were working at all. I don't even know anymore. Cosmetics. I have these right here, and I just don't know if it's working anymore. Because I tried to make this, and it's just not working. Oh, I feel stupid now. You know what I have to do? I feel really dumb. I think I just have to put it on my bar. Wow. Oh. Okay. All right. It will not work on the modded one. There we go. That's fine. We'll pick these up and we'll use the vanilla ones. Now we know. Is this the pickup gun? Nope, it's the variation gun. And we'll go to pickup mode. There we go. Let's just pick these up and we'll just put the mod. We'll just convert them back to vanilla. Had to try. We'll convert them back to vanilla. And then, oh, it did look, it was putting the fertilizer in though. Oopsies. It got it. It worked. That part worked. Which is good. I have to come pick the fertilizer up manually. Oh, I don't want to do that. I don't want to carry a bunch of fertilizer around, but I guess I am now. Thank you for... I'm so glad the mod works. Perfectly. Oh, wow. That put a whole lot of fertilizer. What in the world was that? My inventory is now full of it. That's great. Look at that. What the hell? I gotta go turn that off, actually. I don't have enough room for this fertilizer now. Oh, that's very fun. All right, we're gonna go turn this off. We're gonna go put all this fertilizer up. I can't even carry it all. Why is it so lagging? Where are my settings again? Terminal settings. Let's turn this off, please. Okay. Now, we're going to put the fertilizer back in the terminal. Guys, you're a little overwhelming. But thank you for sharing your stuff. Thank you for working. Thank you for functioning. I appreciate your functioning. How could I seriously be playing a game for 3 hours and do nothing and feel like I had not done much? Oh, it's pausing. Oh my gosh. Doesn't it happen? I mean, I had fun, right? But I just feel like, I don't know what I did. At the end of the day, it's like, what was I doing? It's fine. It's probably like typical ARK experience. You log in for one reason and then a bunch of other things just distract you, and it's okay. I got a shiny new little baby, a couple of new little tames, and I got an adorable little light goat, and you know, it's okay. It's working as intended. It's a very ARK moment. I'm gonna go pick up all this other fertilizer here in a minute, and I don't really want to do that, but here we are. I think the rest of it I'm just gonna throw, actually. Did we just crash again? Oh my gosh. It's just too much. It's just too much for the server. All this big terminal with all this stuff going on. I don't like that. Okay. So I think I'm not going to worry about picking up the other fertilizer. I think we've got more than enough fertilizer, to be honest. I think it's enough. I think that's enough. Let's see if it actually picked it up in here, and then I'll know. That was the test. It did. So that fertilizer distribution from that one mod works for all of them. That's fantastic. That's awesome. I'm not going to use this plot, but I can. Yeah, no, troubleshoot. Go ahead. Go ahead. Have fun. I mean, as fun as that can be. You know what I mean. Oh, let me convert these back. Oh, I'm crashing. That's so not fun. Sounds didn't work. Let's convert these back to vanilla. I've only done this a couple of times. Convert them back and forth. No big deal. I'm going to look at the sound settings again, because the sound settings are bothering me. I guess I can turn the master volume down. gross. Not what I wanted to do. Oh, no, I'm not. I want to turn down the UI volume. I don't really need a UI volume. It seems so loud. Hopefully that will fix that. Oh my gosh, please. I'm just going to toss it. I don't need to do that. Oh my. Fun. Yeah, that's a really full one. We're not going to use this one. We're going to toss it all instead of lagging out the system again. I'm not going to lag the server and crash it. Let's just not. Okay. But we are going to put down these plots again. And now that I know I can use the skins by using it the right way, we will have very pretty crop plots again. See? That is a work of art. That is beautiful. I like it. That works perfectly. That's how I had it set up before. And indeed, I like the way that that looks. That's the way we're going to keep it. And then we're gonna do all of these. I love it. Maybe I'll change the floor in here to be brick. I was unsure about what floor I wanted to do. If I just wanted to paint it or if I want to paint it or if I want to change it completely. Because I might just want to change the view. I might just change the way it looks completely. I haven't decided yet. I feel like the stone is okay, but no, what are you doing? Okay, now let's get the small crop plot. For this. Small metal. Here we go. Metal, small plant. Excellent. You are beautiful. Perfect. Perfect. Excellent. Okay, and then I'm going to put my gun back on that toolbar part. Oh, it's not there. I moved it to the other one. There we go. Okay, perfect. Now, I need to set up water. Uh-oh. That is off. Okie dokie. Let's put that back down the right way. It totally looks like it's there. Excellent. So happy about that. Perfect. Okay. What happened? Why didn't it work that way? What? Come on. Just let me do this a second ago. Now it's not. That's awesome. Why is it not letting me put any here? It's like literally just not. And now. Just literally nothing is working now. Come on. Huh. Cool. I think it's a winner. Awesome. Glad that's working so well. Okay. And now I'm stuck with this out. And I can't close my bars. That's cool. There we go. Okay. Now, hold that back there. Oh, why isn't it letting me grab the skins again? This is really why I have a problem with these skins. I really want this to work. But, oh, it's sitting on my thing in here. Well, I don't want that one anymore. Okay, I'm going to toss it. I think it only is letting me... Okay, that's what it is. It's only letting me bring out one at a time. Okay. Well, at least I figured it out. I guess. At least I figured it out. I hope. I hope. Right? Hopefully? Yes. I sure hope so. I tell you what. I tell you what. Give me 1 second. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Okay, what crops do we need? And what seeds do we have? What are we doing? I need to do this first. The water tap. Oh, not just the water tap. I need... Wait a minute. Wait a minute, though. Wait a minute. I want... That's so dumb. Do you really think I want my water pointing out the door? The wall? That's not gonna work for me. Alright. I don't remember if I have it set, how I have it set up. I think I have it set up that it's no pipes are necessary for the tap. Oh, I can do it like on this. Now I feel kind of stupid. That's fine. It's better in the corner anyway. All right, let's look. It's not telling me if it's, you know what, I need to turn these. I turned the toggle thingies off. What did I just hear? What did I actually just hear? I heard noises. I need to turn those thingies back on. Tooltips. Tooltips. Default. Let's try that. What I need to see is I need to see if, yeah, okay. No fertilizer to deposit. And for more options. All right, let me put a default back on there. So I know what's going on because I think I'm missing something. Okay. I want to be able to see if this is got water. There we go. That's what I need right there. Perfect. It is irrigated. It is not fertilized. It's not seeded. Greenhouse effect is 300%. So let me check each one of my plots. Make sure they are all set up. Irrigated. Excellent. Are we all set up, babies? Yes. Perfect. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. I think I had other small plots actually set up when I did this before. I'm going to look at what I need, though, and then adjust from there. I might put another irrigator over here, even though I don't need it, just because I don't like that, actually. I don't like that. It's so alarming every single time it happens. Oh, I have the fabricator on me. It's like, I know I built a fabricator. I know I built it. Let's put this fabricator out real quick. Doesn't matter where it goes. We're going to move it anyway because I'm not quite committed to where I want things set up. Which would come as a complete and total shocking surprise to everyone that knows me that I had an issue with commitment. No way. No, come on. Oh. Boo. I didn't mean to punch that, but that was actually kind of funny. Do I have it in this one? Yeah, I think I made these. All right, I want to do 2 more of these. I'm going to do more than 2. I'm going to do... I know I don't really need this either. But I kind of want to feel like I'm doing it anyway. Probably need to put my stuff back down, you know? I'm using all these resources building, and I don't have anything else. I don't have anything down to, like, store or farm or anything like that. Probably should start building the base back up. I picked everything up dealing with modded stuff, and... Okay, I want to do the big tall one. I'm going to place it in the corner. Then I'm going to rotate it out. There we go. And let's do one for this corner. What do we got here? Perfect. And how many do I have left? I think I have 2 more left. I really wish I had like a visual, like a mister. I would love to set up like pipes that look like they were misting. Oh, good. I did make another one. I kind of want to set them up on the 2nd floor too. Wonderful. So if I do the small ones here, I'm going to want another pipe here, and then maybe the 2 pipes here. I just wish there was a, yeah, I'm going to make a note to myself to look for some kind of mister. I actually just don't even need it, but I actually just want it because it looks cool, and that's all. I want to be able to have gardening misters. So let me make myself a note. Myself a note. Misters for garden. I don't even think that exists. But that would be really cool to have like a little mod where the pipes go and it looks like it's actually misting the area. That would just be cool. But I don't think we can have nice things in Ark all the time. I think it's a big ask. Yeah, I had 4 crop plots. I definitely used them. I did not. Is it not snapping? Don't snap there, weirdo. What? Yeah, that's great. Snap outside of the wall. Why do these snap so good? They're not even going to look like they're snapped, I think, when I put the metal thing on. I think they're just not even. That's fine. We'll figure it out. I'm not worried about it. Large stone. We're not doing that. Small stone. I think so. That's small metal. We're going to throw out that large metal. We're going to grab the small stone. Perfect. Now I feel like I need another pipe over here, though. I know I don't need it, but I want it. Toss that skin real quick. Alright, yeah, I have 2 there, 1 there. I definitely just am going to finish that off there. Oh, sure, why not? Let's just do 3 more, and we'll make it completely symmetrical. And that will make me happy. And that's what this is really all about. It's just making myself happy. Because if you have the power to do that, you should. Not lying. It's all bubbly. It's all bubbly, watery, flowy. Okie dokie. And then just 1 more after this one, and then we're all done, and I gotta figure out what seeds I'm doing. That should be pretty easy. 1 more. It is so irrigated. It is extra irrigated. It is irrigated more than it ever needs to be for its entire life. Super irrigated. Okay, what was I going to do? Seeds. Okay. Okay, so we need narcoberry. Come on. Okay, our main crops are going to be sourroot, long grass. Some of these are extras, so I don't need those. That's fantastic. Thank you for that. Rock carrot, citronelle. Those are 4 main crops. That's so wonderful and so startlingly loud. Unbelievable. Hello! Hello. I'm sorry if I was late on chat. Hello, hello, hello. I am trying to plant seeds now. Yeah. I've been having some technical difficulties today. So what I want to do is I want to showcase my really pretty crops to be in the best position. I don't want to have to actually redo this multiple times. And I remember that I always have to redo this multiple times. So I need my 4 main crops that are kind of going to be my showcase kind of crops that I need in the big plots. So for me, I want to be able to see these. And some of these I'm not going to see very well, and so it's okay. So I need to do sourroot is just potatoes. Long grass is very tall, so I'm not going to put it under the stairs. And carrots are kind of low. Citronelle is very pretty. So what I'm going to do under the stairs here is I think I'm going to put a rocket carrot seed in that. And then I'm going to put the potatoes next to it. And then I'm going to put, I think I'm going to put the long grass here. Where's my long grass? Oh, no. I completely understand the low spoon lurking. I've been very low forks lately and plenty of spoons. So I've been on this couple of days of oh, this is awesome. So I know soon a crash is going to happen and I'm going to be completely out of spoons and I'm just going to tank. You know what I mean? You know those days I'm talking about, right? Fellow spicy brains. I think you know exactly what I'm talking about. So it's been good. And I've gotten I got this, breakthrough idea that I really loved. And I ran with the design and it's kind of like a weird, it's kind of like this weird sort of oh, that was great. I'm so accomplished. It's awesome. Fuck yeah. It's great. And I know what's going to happen is because it's just the tail end of it. And I'm starting to get really tired. And I saw something earlier that bothered me so badly. I just broke down in tears. And I'm just like, oh no, it's coming, isn't it? Oh, it's fucking coming, isn't it? Oh, fuck. Yes. I have no official diagnosis from any doctors for reasons, but I recognize the cycle. Yeah. So whether it is or is not, I recognize that is a cycle. But I have chronic fatigue and chronic illness. Yeah. So about autism diagnosis, a lot of people think that you absolutely necessary must have a diagnosis. And if that is who you are, kudos. Awesome. But be very aware, there are a lot of people that do not have a diagnosis. And they can absolutely recognize all of these things. And that is very valid. So I have absolutely zero tolerance for gatekeeping. I believe every single person is on some sort of spectrum in every different regard of their life. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I feel like we're just a big puddle of goo. Humans in a big puddle of goo together. And we are all falling on some sort of spectrum in our lives. And the best thing that we can do is listen to each other, support each other, and accept that we all have struggles and we all are going to be going through something. And so that is all. I have zero tolerance for gatekeeping. And I have zero tolerance for people that try to just like act like whatever. In my cases, there's very personal reasons why I didn't go through with it. And I had someone recently tell me, like, you don't need an official diagnosis from a doctor. There's a lot of things that you don't officially need from doctors because a lot of the times that's out of pocket expenses and it doesn't change anything. What you do need is support and education in order to do the best that you can do so that you can recognize the stuff that you're going through in life so that you can adapt and adjust. You know what I mean? That's what I think you do need. That more than anything is just more love and support and acceptance and education. So I don't want to disturb your lurking though. I don't know how much longer I'm going to be. I don't even know what time it is. Let me see. Did I get any messages? It's 100%. Yeah. I don't even need to go into details about that. But yes. Yeah. It's unfortunate because not all families are treated in the families, not all treated the same. And honestly, I have a hard time trusting some doctors as well because some doctors do not stay on the cusp of what science says as things in a scientific world can change. And science is supposed to change with new information. And not all doctors will attest to that. And some doctors, and I'm not saying all, but some doctors will also compound this with authority complexes. And I just, it's gross to me. I don't like it. And so it's, yeah. Yeah, it's very unfortunate because a doctor's job, when they take their oath, any kind of healthcare professional is supposed to do no harm. That's their fucking job. Their entire job, their entire being is supposed to help, not harm. And if you are not if you are not like staying on top of everything and really committed to that, you are doing people a great disservice. I mean, I'm sorry, I don't know what to say other than that. It's not fair to people. So anyway, that's my little rant. But it's all valid here. I'm not actually really sorry about it, to be fair. But yeah, I mean, I probably go off on this, every once in a while. There's a couple of things that I just do not have tolerance for. And one of the things I don't have tolerance for is people that try and gatekeep or anything along those lines. You know what I mean? I don't have any time for that. I don't have time for bullshit fuckery. Is that okay? I don't have time for that. I have time to listen to what somebody has to say and hear what they have to say and know that it could be completely different from my experiences, and it's okay. And that we don't do any good if we just sit there and like ignore what other people say or whatever. Sometimes I'll have that. Unfortunately, it comes off as weird because when you're spicy, sometimes you can have, you like to share a lot of information, and that can come off as sort of like rude and condescending by some people. And they think that you're trying to play a game where you have it worse than them or whatever like that. So sometimes I'll get that. People will think I'm trying to do that. And I'm not. And I think if someone thinks I have malicious intent, then I don't know, go somewhere else, I guess. I will still love you and I will still root for you and hope that you succeed in life. But I don't have time to be misunderstood either. I'm too fucking old for that now. I hope I'm changing it up and using different seeds. But anyway, yeah, no. I just don't have the time. It's so fucking exhausting. There's so much bullshit in the world anyway. I don't have time for that. I don't have time. My time is all I have, you know? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we did 9. So we did these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then we did those 2 there. We only did 2 down there. So we have 9 seeds that we should have planted, and I only planted 8. Uh-oh. This is the problem all the time. It's too many. Okay, it's too many. Stimberries and narcoberries I did. I get so overwhelmed. See, this is so, like, this is supposed to be, like, this basic thing. And now I don't remember what I planted. And now I have all these extra seeds. No fucking way. So serious right there. Fucking seriously. People don't understand. So, like, straight people are weird. Oh my God. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to put this on hold. My mom has been in the hospital. She was in the ICU all of December. And she just got moved to rehab. And she hasn't been able to use her phone. And she just called me. And I just missed the call. So, I completely understand. Straight people are weird, but I still love them. I married one. But the fact that she can pick up her phone and use her phone is good. So that's good. Yeah, that's awesome. But yes, yeah. Okay. Let me do this real quick. I gotta. Okay. Well, she didn't pick up the phone, but that's okay. Yeah, yeah, it was, I haven't talked about it publicly at all. Um, I haven't talked about it publicly at all. The family, I live in a different state now, and so I'm not there. And, I haven't been able to see her except for a video call. I talked to her on Thanksgiving. I called her on Thanksgiving, and I talked to her on a video call on Thanksgiving. And then things happened like very rapidly at the beginning of December, and she was in the ICU for a long time. And then I lost my train of thought completely. I remember seeing that seed up there, that seed. I'll have to go double check again. I'm so fucked right now. My brain. So, completely lost my train of thought. So, okay, we got these. They remind me of little purple finger, weird finger, witchy fingers. So she moved to rehab, but she has been unable to, use her phone, or anything. And her birthday was a couple of days ago. And I had not talked to her since Thanksgiving before she was under. I did call her while she was on, breathing apparatuses and stuff. And she wasn't coherent. Okay, I think I know which one it is. It's this guy right here. So I obviously haven't really talked to her, and I did talk to her for her birthday, but she was still not doing very well. And she had just taken a pain medicine because she had had surgery the day before again. And so she wasn't able to really talk. So I did speak at her for her birthday, but that was about it. And that was a couple of days ago. So I was not expecting a phone call from her at all. Not expecting. Okay, let's just take one of these. And we'll take one of these. But I gotta do these other crops too. So there's modded almond, sugarcane, tomato, apple. Apple's gonna give me a tree. That's gonna be a very pretty one to put out. Onion. Yeah, no. Queer culture is really different than straight culture. And it's, yeah. And it's unfortunate. It's the same with the neurospicy versus neurotypical. And to me, it's problematic to try and force spicy folks or queer folks to conform to typical or straight culture as if that is default, therefore only normal. I really have a hard time with that because it shouldn't be default. We should share we should share a culture of compassion and empathy where it's okay to be what you are as long as you're not hurting other people. And that's all I'll say about that. I don't need to say anything else. That's all I have to say about that. That's correct. Yeah, it's the same thing with being extroverted or introverted. That's exactly right. It's 100% exactly right. So many people feel like you have to be quiet. You have to be quiet for them. But why? Why? I don't know. It's just something that just bothers me. I don't know. So I don't have time. I don't have time for that. I don't have time for people that like I said, it's okay if people are like that and they're not like me. I respect that they have different ideas and they have a different way of doing things, and that's fine. But if you are going to try and like be an asshole where I have a say-so on if you're in my space, then we're going to have a problem. I don't have tolerance for the intolerance. I don't have tolerance for shitty behavior. I don't have tolerance for assholes, actually. I don't know. I mean, I'm sure I have my moments where I'm an asshole and people think that I'm like condescending and stuff. And I'm sorry that they feel that way. That's not my intent, but yeah. I just don't have a lot of time. Yeah. That's actually my newest, the newest collection I designed was a very subtle. I feel like it might have been very subtle. Perhaps it was too subtle, but I don't know. I wanted it to be pretty universal. Where I was talking to someone and I reminded them that, you are a treasure. You know? And that's such a basic statement. But what plot am I on? I'm in the middle here. Do almonds? I didn't do almonds. Maybe I'll look at some tomatoes. The tomatoes going to be pretty? Yeah, sure. Why not? Let's have some tomatoes. And I really love incorporating rainbows into a lot of my designs. And it's not just from It's not just from a queer perspective. Because I know a lot of people use rainbows in a lot of autistic stuff as well. So for me, it encompasses everything, that rainbow, basically. It just encompasses everything. And I don't want to leave anybody out. because I think that we do share humanity. We have no choice but to share humanity. Because that's just how it is. You don't have a choice. You like it or not, you're all still going to be humans at the end of the day, and you're all just going to die. So we might as well find as much common ground as possible. And, bro, please don't tell me the server's fucking crashing again. No, it's not listening to me. Fuck. Please don't crash again. Oh, it is. It's not inputting. That's great. All right. Well, I've got dinner soon. This is just fantastic, isn't it? Oh my God. You found comfort in Void Punk rejecting humanity? What do you mean? I think that there's certain aspects of humanity that we should fucking reject. Right? There are some certain aspects of humanity that we can just say fuck you to. I believe that, like, it's really simple. For me, it comes down to, if it's something in your life that helps you, you keep it. But if it's something that hurts you, you burn it the fuck down and walk away. Stomp on the ashes if you want. Yeah. Like if you dehumanize me, so then whatever, fuck you, I'm not human. Yeah. 100%. I completely agree. I don't not have tolerance for anyone that dehumanizes another person. I very much believe you either believe in human rights for every fucking single human being, or you don't believe in them at all. That's it. There is no middle ground there. There is no gray area. You either support human rights for other human beings, for all human beings, or you just don't. There isn't any other way to go about it. And it's not a political statement. I've been told that that's a political thing to say. That's not political, and it shouldn't be controversial. I do not consider that politics. I don't play fucking politics game. Okay, let's see if the server was just lagging a little bit. Here's my hopeful. Fuck, it's crashing. I don't know what's going on. Do you think maybe the snow outside is causing my internet to be like, ha ha ha? I'm not happy about this. No, it's not politics, it's human rights. It's the same way, like, if someone tells me, why do you have a rainbow flag? Why do you have a rainbow avatar? Because, like, I like it. But also, that's not politics. Human rights and accepting people as equal people is not politics. And it should not be. Yeah, because I fucking want to. That's exactly right. That's exactly right. Exactly fucking right. All right. I'm going to do this, though. I'm going to turn this off since it's fucking around with me. And then I'm going to do... What am I going to do here? I'm going to do an ending while I'm chatting here at the end. So they're not looking at nothing. Yeah. I don't have a lot of... I'm going to turn ARC off in that background window and figure out why the fuck my server keeps restarting. Then I'm going to have to go fix my crops later because it's going to crash and it's going to roll back. Very fun. So yeah, no, I don't know why it's happening. It has not been doing that. I don't know why. I don't know why it's doing that. It's so weird to me. So yeah. Here, let me see. I don't have grabbing groceries. Okay, yeah, I gotta go for dinner. I got a message saying dinner is soon because the most wonderful partner in the world is finishing up dinner. And I'm so glad that you stopped by too. My normally scheduled is Wednesdays. But I put Tuesday, Thursdays on my schedule because this week is going to be weird because it's partner's birthday tomorrow and one of the kids' birthday tomorrow. And kid's not here anymore. He's moved out. But yeah, it's birthday day. And so that's going to be my focus tomorrow. I'm not going to think about streaming. It's just going to be fun. Oh, they're on the porch. No, go get them. It's not cold enough for you to leave those groceries out there. They have to be food safe. No, go get them. I will send love too, because I tell everybody that I love them if they're worth it. Oh, it's frozen. Okay, it was snowing out and I took a break earlier and I got up and I looked out the window and I'm like, it's fresh snow. And fresh snow is so pretty. I love fresh snow when it's falling down. It's so magical. No, default, I love you. I don't have to know the person. Default, I love you. Forever, I love you and I wish and hope for the best. And if I get to know you even more, I'll be even more obnoxious with it. For the record, that is a default civility thing for me. I know I'm not really good with social discording stuff. So I do recognize your name and stuff, and I have a hard time keeping up with Discord and social stuff. I am even in her Discord too, so I recognize the name. I'm so bad at socializing, and I'm so awkward, and I'm never want to like bother someone. You know what I mean? So I kind of like hermit and lurk in life. And it's not that I'm not social, but they have to be like the right kind of people. Yeah, no, definitely. Go get your groceries. I gotta go too. I should go too. Grab the food. Do the responsible adult thing. Few and far between moments to exert that adultness. Thank you to everybody that stopped by. I appreciate it. And it was nice to hang out. And I will talk to everybody later. I hope everybody has a very good evening and night and next day, because I'm not going to be here tomorrow. Love you all. Goodbye.